Welcome back to Bedouin Banter. This is the podcast where it matters. The new studio here with your guests. Mansoor back in studio.
Yo.
He is here enjoying himself. طبعا أحمد Matrooks.
Hello.
My right hand man.
I don't.
I want to see if you're gonna place yourself on the right hand or the left hand.
Where do I wave? Do I?
It's the main camera, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hi.
We
Whatever.
do. We're gonna ask because we have Red back in the way back in the studio,
The directors.
in the little cavern of his.
Come on, it's not that big of a studio there. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Way back.
I like it. لأن احنا proper
بعيد لا.
شوي يعني حقهم هم احنا يعني he's 5 feet for us. This is COVID rules right here.
Yeah.
This is like the distancing.
Are we? Is it like
تباعد
an
اجتماعي.
Only in the
arm's length is the safe
That's the rule.
distance? Is that
That's
it?
it.
We are COVID compliant.
We are.
Please do not call anybody.
in every sense of the way, guys. This is the Bedouin Banter podcast, another roundtable, another special Bedouin Banter where we not only talk about what's happened in the last year, we've missed a fuck ton of stuff, but you can see it's worth it. Brand new set. Show them the set, Red.
Definitely.
All the beautiful stuff.
It's so nice.
So aesthetically
We have
pleasing.
Matrook looking all snazzy.
You see that? We were supposed to like talk about weight loss the last time, remember?
Really?
The last time you were here, we had a challenge. If somebody can clip back to, who the fuck am I talking about? I'm going to be doing it.
I want to talk about this manga as well next time.
All right, next time we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about fitness, motivation, getting ourselves in shape again. Because
I ain't joining that episode.
that's the fucking point. You have to join this episode because
If you can do that, yeah, we talked about the last time we were saying how to lose weight if we were anime characters, and that the first time I ever lost weight was because I was watching a lot of.
Exactly, yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Ippo.
Ippo.
ايش بعد قلنا? I think it was.
I have something new though.
What's that?
There's this manga. It's called Sunken Rock.
Okay.
Okay, it's not about working out or it's about manga, like it's martial arts
Okay.
and gangsters. It's based in Korea. So the main character is called Sun. Okay, he's Japanese. He falls in love with this girl at high school, and on graduation day, he confesses her love. She's like, "Oh, my name is not Yumin. It's Yumin. I don't know what." He's like, "I'm actually Korean, and I'm going to Korea to be a police officer."
Okay.
So he follows her to Korea and wants to apply to be an officer. They tell him like, "You're not Korean. You can't apply."
Oh shit.
It's definitely not North Korea.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good that he wasn't a dog either. I'm just saying.
So in the funny twist of events, he actually becomes a mobster because he's like badass and strong.
Okay.
Okay, so he rules like this gang, but he's like he doesn't do anything. Like the operations are done by other people. He's just there.
So he's just the figurehead,
He's
yeah,
just
he
the
doesn't do
figurehead.
anything.
So every morning, like imagine like this guy is a billionaire by now.
Okay.
He wakes up every morning, still lives in the same like studio apartment. The only reason he's there because every morning they serve free rice.
Right.
Okay, and he
That's-
works out 3 hours per day.
That's
What
like,
is up with that stuff? Like, sorry, you were gonna say something.
That's like a Japanese Warren Buffett. Yeah.
Hey,
Thrifty
this
as
whole
fuck.
focus, man. Nothing but that. That's the only thing you do. There's an obsession with that. حتى في what's his name? One Punch Man. What was his training regimen? Was it like 1,000?
100. This guy's the same, like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats.
And 10K.
100 push-ups and 10K Every day.
Push-ups, sit-ups, and 10 kilometers a day.
Yes.
every single day.
Every
And
single day.
eat banana and no AC.
American Psycho, 1,000 stomach crunches in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, ترى يعني I don't understand where the mentality is still sticking to that shit اللي يعني حتى الboss fights. If you look at a video game with Japanese video games, it's always like here's one boss, he's gonna fuck you up. What's his HP? It's 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna come up with a brand new boss. Is there a mechanic? No, the mechanic is fuck you. His HP is 10,000. Now you can fucking just go up in the numbers and grind it until you get this guy down, يعني.
Basically Dark Souls.
Basically.
Basically.
That's it. But Dark Souls has a lot of like.
Wait, so what's the
innovation.
progression like on the 1,000 to 10,000? Is it one boss is 10,000, then the next one? Sorry, 1,000, the next
No,
one's
it
10,000.
progresses, like,
It just
changes.
progresses, but the idea is the like there's this philosophy, right? And then if you put in the hours, if you go to the fucking mountain, you train, talk to the food, whatever it is you're doing,
Right.
right? And you get the secret technique. It turns out the secret technique was always just doing like 1,000 punches of the same punch,
Okay.
or 1,000 like strikes. What was that thing in?
Kill Bill.
I should know this, and I did kendo, but it was a training regimen. حتى هذيك اللي في she was in Rurouni no Kenshin.
Yeah,
the chick.
I remember like
The
1,000 times, 1,000 days,
Yes.
right? For every time.
and Bruce Lee even said something like, "I fear a man who doesn't." I think something like about I fear the man who trains a punch 1,000 times.
And not the guy that knows like
Yeah.
10,000 punches or some
Exactly,
shit. Yeah. That's that idea.
And what's with the whole like idea of like them eating rice? Like it's always rice and training.
Yeah.
Like never anything else.
Rice is like it's like
Rice
the
is
khubz
energy food.
khabbaz.
No, but it's like, yeah, with the bad rep that rice is getting over here in the GCC.
لا the difference is they
Sludge,
steam
no?
their rice. No oil's added.
Hey.
No like fat from like this cow that's been like drinking beer or something.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. It's just rice and water.
That's it.
It's not like
It's a type of like
give us some now.
So it's,
Hey.
it's not like when you squeeze it, like fucking oil starts pouring
Hey,
down.
no.
يعني شوف like Julius Caesar probably had like two or Roman emperors had like two girls like feeding them grapes.
Yeah.
And هني العرب like two girls are زي حركة
Mansoor, you said
Hey.
2 girls and I got fucking scared, bro.
You tell her this is airing in Ramadan. Huh?
Allah.
But yeah, it's like it's a weird thing, and يعني احنا we associate الرز like rice and everything like that. It's like العيش. It has this. Some of it even has this like it's supposed to be special. وين رايح دماغك لا يطير؟ أنا قاعد أروح منسف. Where are you going?
لا, I remembered once because I was at this gym and I got a name.
Oh, you locked it?
I touched it.
You managed to do it?
I managed to.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna say my password out right now on the recording for my iPad, and fuck you if you try to hack it. All right, because I'm gonna edit this out. It's capital. Oh wow. This is why I don't have a Jamie. This is literally. How did you
Okay.
manage to lock it? Just put it on the table in front of you. Then lowercase.
Amazing.
All right, you good to go?
We're good to go.
Okay.
All right, what are we saying? What are we saying?
Okay,
Mansef,
about
Jizz,
rice,
what are you
rice.
saying?
Once I was at this gym. I'm not gonna name the gym, okay? Because I was there only for a day, like a day pass, because
Yeah.
my friend goes there. And there's this dude that came in. He's like, "Yalla, yalla, guys!" I don't know what the fuck he is. So he came and asked my friend, "What's your diet?"
Uh-huh.
He's like, like I have a bit of rice. No, not talking rice. Ash like just suddenly, like
Straight away, Annie.
like if you told him he did drugs, I don't think he'd get the same reaction.
Probably offer it to you. Like, oh, يبغى steroids يضربك فيها. But dude, لا, I don't know what the problem is with rice. احنا we eat rice مثل سامي جابر يطلع له كرشة and he gets really fat, Sami.
Yeah.
This is, you know what you're talking about.
I do.
When he was really close to retirement and you could see the Steven Seagal belly.
When they pulled him out of retirement for the third time.
Exactly. That's the circumstance where you're eating way too much rice. But in Japan and Asia, the rice is supposed to like symbolize and you're eating something so simple, so basic that even if you were poor, you're a poor motherfucker and can't afford the fish, you can still work out and get your calories. That's the idea behind that, I think.
Oh, God.
I mean, I don't know, man. I felt like I've lost a lot of weight over the last couple months. Nobody said anything. Fuck you guys. Slimmer
شاء الله,
Studio.
ما شاء الله.
شفت شلون؟ هاي عارف لأنه
Nah,
غلط.
his face is thinner, but his
It's everything else.
I think like at this point,
This is the international like hands gesture.
like that's
for
why the
tits.
I
like
think
that's
they
why
call it thick these days, you know?
Hey.
that's why the table's so high. I mean, like you
Yeah.
know, like from the
I know,
neck
right?
up, we look real good.
And
but-
it's crazy, bro. Like, yani, if that covers me and you're showing, yani, what does that mean? It's like you're the tip of the iceberg in the,
you know,
the Titanic.
I'm the guy that makes people feel good about themselves in photos, right?
That's the idea.
I'm like the reference.
If you guys don't know this, I've told Matrooks before, and it's like they've asked me why is he on the show? Why he's on the show? I was like, obviously he's a notorious comedian. He's been on a couple of films now. Notorious B.I.G.
A film,
I
dude,
know.
not a couple.
A couple of
I
films.
never got the plot.
You never got the plot to his
No.
films? And then بتعرف بعدين.
Okay.
It's all about how much weight is distributed on the film on either end. This
Okay.
weighs it down.
All I remember is him doing this.
Oh yeah, على الهفة
Oh,
مالته
they-
يعني.
talking about the Instagram one.
They loved it. Like the efficiency that our group has when the trailer dropped. Like 5 minutes afterwards,
How quickly
I get a
animated.
GIF or a GIF, and I get a sticker, and I get a fucking parody video
That's me.
in 5 minutes.
He
I was shocked.
sent me the video.
That's
He
how
sent me a
fast people here,
screenshot.
yani, they're ready to. Dude, my sticker making skills have gotten so fast. And my favorite one is the one about Matrook, the building one. Have you seen that one?
No.
I literally took the Matrook Plaza building, put like Matrook's eyes on it and like the beard and everything. Is it what?
Look at the camera. Don't look at me.
Oh shit, dude! It's not that kind of a setup. You're too professional right now. Okay, I know it's a new studio. I know it's it's like this guy's turning into Spielberg guy, and he's gonna like just tell us, retake, bitches, get back in line.
I am
No.
here for a show.
We keep all the like production. Like this is free form. This is fun. Production goes into Ranter. You can have fun with that if you want. But yeah, I'll talk to the camera. You guys know that Matrook has a very distinct face, and I feel like he steals all of my parts. Then he can fit any role. He could be the little boyish fucker.
I'm very moldable.
very.
Very.
Depending on how close he shaves.
Hey. And بعد يعني Matrook is getting popular and he's gonna get into a few more ads and spots and commercials and stuff. Hey.
Oh, dude, you're playing me up, man. Come
know.
on.
So is it like the second coming of Abu Khalil?
I think it might be. I think الحين هو
Damn,
خلاص.
that's the guy that fucking dropped off the radar.
No, it still
Abu
does that.
Khalil. I think he died out. خلاص.
Whiskey.
I don't hear about him.
I think he still does billboards, no?
Yeah, he still does.
Yeah, he still gets paid. How much do you think he gets paid?
He doesn't get paid. a lot.
No. I actually have insight on this. So a friend of mine, his uncle owns this shop that invited Abu Khalil to do a commercial for him. Okay, and apparently he charges like 100 to 150 dinars
Yeah,
per
exactly.
commercial.
Damn.
He doesn't
Yeah.
charge a lot.
Not a lot, Tara, huh?
Well, I overcharged, huh? No wonder I lost that part too.
And that's fucking Abu Khalil, man.
Fuck, man. And people in Bahrain don't make money, huh?
No.
Like, do the influencers really make money?
شوف بقول لك
Really?
influencers okay I don't blame them I blame البقر اللي يتابعونهم
Okay.
زين المهم
تابعونا احنا عاد, huh?
Hey.
Make sure to follow us.
We're underground, bro.
And then like they
Edgy.
take what they say what they do so seriously and it's no longer about having your own thoughts.
Right.
It's always سمعت ذاك شنو قال why are you going to this gym? Why are you doing this workout? You know what this guy said? Yeah, but this guy has a different body and different shape, different forms, and like you're fat and like your workouts differ.
You have different forms of fat.
Yeah,
Exactly. Especially when it comes to like شنو نسميهم like not cancel culture, but in a way now that like movies, like you can take a great movie and make it bad if you rant on social media.
Okay.
Can make anything.
But so you're
bad.
talking about Bahraini influencers or you're talking about real influencers? Like,
Even Bahraini influencers like
Wow, shade, bro. Damn,
I don't
son.
know.
Yani, I'm sorry. Did you hear how much Jake Paul made from this fucking fight?
You know me. I agree
Oh,
with
you mean
with that
2-minute
statement.
pay-per-view?
Yeah. Crazy.
What was
Like
it,
it's like it's
650?
within. I think it was was it 15 million from pay per view. Like
To-
15 million people. We're not talking how much the number he made.
Damn.
In terms of boxing has been like making a lot of money for years.
No.
Yes.
No, man.
Yes.
Not most of the
It
fights.
has been growing, actually.
This wasn't even a
Even
boxing event, man.
It is technically a boxing event.
No.
It is technically.
It's a fucking weird music video, bro. It wasn't a boxing event.
Okay, I'll explain this. Like, say for example, Floyd Mayweather
Hey.
during his heyday, just signing a deal to fight him, that's $5 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Just signing sponsorship, venue,
Yeah.
and boxing events has never been like the UFC or football where it's like in a specific place. It goes to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
That's why they had Joshua and I don't remember who in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Because they were the highest bidders.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Hey,
Like
guys,
that's-
the boxing matches that I've been hearing about are not like yani from well-known boxers. Get Jake Paul or
But this is not really a
KSI.
boxing event. What he's talking about.
He attracts people.
No, but look, this is the perfect example, bro. He doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
That's the average person. They don't know who the fuck. Yeah, who's the best in boxing right now? If I'm somebody, and I'm casual, by the way, it's Mayweather. That's all I know, and it could not be Mayweather. That's how much I don't know.
Okay. Perfect example about like casuals and like fans. the McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it was filmed, like it was viewed, sorry, in the cinemas.
Yeah.
Okay, you go. I went there honestly. Okay, because I wanted to see the fight.
In Bahrain?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was like going to a Fast and Furious movie.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a sad thing.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the type of people that show up. A lot of people wearing shorts, huh?
شورت شلحات يا دور من لخيتك. So we were watching, and I always like, I don't know if it's my luck, if it's good or bad, because I always end up sitting in the cinema next to someone who rants like stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I love it. And hate it sometimes. Like in this fight, is like, in boxing, you can't hit the back of the head, you can't hit like lower the belt.
Yeah.
And basically, like sometimes you have to break the fight up if they're like caught up or tangled into each other.
Yeah.
Which some boxers use it to their advantage to know.
Yeah, you clinch to tire them out, to throw them off their game. Yeah. Yeah.
Break momentum.
Exactly.
So Mayweather's tactic has always been like that. Like
defensive,
prolong the fight. He's never been like a knockout like artist.
Not enjoyable one to watch at all. He's not. That's his critic.
That's why his nickname is the Pretty Boy, because he never like been hit or rocked.
Yeah.
And his ears are still normal.
Cauliflower ear.
Can't wait to get those.
So when we were watching the fight, a guy next to me is like, "Tagaf Batman."
Boy.
Hey, look the fuck that. I'm like, what the heck? You know, like
the non-Arabic speakers is the thigh. So this guy was telling him to go below the belt. That's the idea.
And at one point, Mayweather was like, his back was given.
Yeah.
And you can't hit like the back, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, I don't want to like tell this guy like that's against the rules, because that'll open up a conversation I don't want to have.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Do you think that it's these people that are commenting on the match, are they the same people that fucking used to fight in Seif Mall during Eid?
Do people actually fight in Bahrain? I've never seen like Bahraini fights. The ones I've seen are high school ones. That's it. I've never seen an actual like street fight between adults. Nothing.
No man,
Well,
you know.
to Mahalo, so.
Oh.
No.
You 100%.
It's Arab.
The most notorious place that I know of, at least, is do you know the old cinema in Seif?
Hey.
You know how like to the right of it, there's like this exit that leads you to a staircase.
Yeah.
Apparently, that is where like the
Fight Club.
there was like a fight club thing going. I swear to God.
Like a Bahraini fight club.
Every fucking Thursday, people would fight.
What the hell?
That over the stupidest shit, like, oh, سبيت أمي خلاص, come here, let's fucking fight.
no, man. ايش طالعني?
Khalid, I say this with love, but you're a chicken nugget and don't know these things.
What? Fuck you. No, I don't. I just say that.
Going back to the topic.
I fight on the mat, motherfucker. That's right. I fight on the mat, motherfucker.
What's the funniest thing? Like, I bet that guy that was saying like wrong shit goes to his friend and claims to be an expert.
Okay.
Okay? Like, you know, like a boxing, like F1. I don't watch F1. I don't get the rules. I don't know who Hamilton is. I don't know.
I don't understand people that get excited for F1, man. I really don't.
It's fucking boring.
It's their enjoyment. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay? You can have fun with it.
Do you know how difficult that was for me? I was getting paid. And I still couldn't find it. Like,
The same people who are excited for F1 are the same people who are excited for cars in general.
no, it's not.
No.
No, it's not, man. It's not. Like, you could say in them, and then if you're gonna show me a drag race, I'd be like, okay, there's like little
Drag race or drag race?
Dude, if F1,
why not both?
let me give you an analogy. If car culture was like a sport, F1 would be polo, and then drag races would be like football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or even like if you're looking at NASCAR, it's not fun when they just keep going around and around.
NASCAR's
and
about the
around.
culture, you know, going
but
to the
that's-
stadium and everything.
Yeah, but it's like if you don't
Get a left turn.
if you don't get the culture, you're not gonna go. By the way, that's gonna do that a lot. So I recommend getting rid of it. It's just gonna
Alright, fair
constantly
enough.
just I'm gonna get better coasters. The one thing I couldn't afford is like I ran out of the budget when the coasters.
Okay, go back to the topic. Like F1 goes on. Okay, I get like people are watching it, people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
But don't go on a rant on social media as if you're a commentator or an analyst.
Oh wait, يعني people in Bahrain go on their social media and they're influencers and they talk about like the
Not
results.
influencers.
No,
You're common men.
Oh.
Your comment like goes and like analyzes like the F1 scene, the race and everything, and I'm like, okay, this guy said this, and we go to this other guy. Oh, he's saying the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Not suspicious at all.
You don't like but this is a normal thing. It's become internet culture. Or are you saying this
I
is
know.
Bahraini?
Look, this is like internet culture.
Yeah, people
culture.
just like they parrot what they hear. Yeah.
Yeah, they parrot what they hear. Like,
Are you saying you're an original
I'm not
thinker?
saying like
Mansoor.
influencers or what?
Are you saying you're an original thinker?
No,
Says you've got like
not really.
you're on the cutting edge of
No.
like no.
Because this is the
It's
point.
like, no, I don't even know why I'm here.
Okay, the point that I'm trying to reach is okay, you can follow like influencers that are like beneficial to you,
Yeah.
positive. Like when I watch a YouTube video, it's always like I don't watch a guy like, oh, if I get a subscriber, I'll stick this dildo up my ass. Okay,
I would watch that.
And I would subscribe.
I would not watch these.
I wouldn't
guys.
share it, but I would. I'd watch it with people.
Like,
I would.
Like I always encourage people like say like there's a new movie out.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not gonna watch it because this guy or Rotten Tomatoes or whatever
Hey.
said it's bad.
Yeah, that I fucking hate.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Experience it yourself and judge it for yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I said this the last
But
time.
do you feel this? Do you actually pay for the movies you watch? Do you, can he
Oh,
admit
shit.
to that? Can he admit to that?
You should just bleep out his answer, right?
Is it still like is it still a serious crime? Like if you're not in the States or some shit, nobody gives a shit. Come on.
You wouldn't steal
it?
a car.
Oh, okay. All right, Mansoor,
There's
just answer with the yar or not.
Blink once, blink twice.
Beach what you can, see nothing back.
Okay. خلاص. You dedicate yourself to watching a lot of shit. You give it a chance. But يعني
I'll tell you a quick story.
Okay.
Like I remember like a friend of a friend, like this is back in 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was working because he was older a bit. So he used to buy Steam games blindly.
Okay.
Like at the time, his Steam library was 200.
Like, what do you mean blindly?
Like,
Like,
you know
He
the
looks
game.
at a game and buys it.
Oh, that's chilly. Okay.
That's it.
Not even the trailer.
I don't know. And
Like
then-
was he just like nice art?
like,
خلاص.
hey, buys it.
That's it.
Hey, nudity, he buys it. And then-
He just filters out by the rating. That's it.
So my friend asked him, it's like, why do you buy all these games blindly? He's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm just supporting the developers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's really.
I do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then when we wanted to watch a movie, he's like, سوي داونلود خلوه ولون.
But Lala, isn't that fair though? Isn't that
It is-
fair?
it is fair.
It is
Because there's
fair.
a difference between an indie developer and Hollywood.
Well, even though like
Exactly.
even if it's like it's you know like if you like back in the day, I used to like obviously as a kid we all kind of did this. None of you would admit it because you're assholes. But bootleg your PlayStation 2 games, whatever it is, right? You'd find the
Oh, hell yeah.
AD for
Yeah.
a game.
Okay, flip the PlayStation 2, the CD would work.
صح? Yeah, it did.
yeah.
It did. You'd have little tricks, little hacks. And يعني eventually I started buying originals, even though originals were like really fucking expensive. And I was like, there was something that somebody told me at the time. It was like, يعني, if you just buy it, you're supporting the industry that now nobody gives a shit about. Like back then, everybody would laugh at gaming as far as like the money the industry would make, everything that was behind it. It's like, oh, they'd never take down movies or anything else. Now it destroys movies, but I don't, for some reason, I don't feel bad when I take money away from Tom Cruise. Do you know what I mean? Like, dude, I absolutely fuck him. Like, it's like, no, dude, you made it.
Just
خلاص.
less money going to Elrond, bro. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
It's like if it's an indie movie studio, I'll pay for it. If it's like one of the smaller platforms, like a subscription service, if they do a lot of original content, I'll pay for that. When it comes to big budget movies, I'm like, fuck you, no.
Exactly.
No, but
Even if it's good, it's like there's some principle about it.
But the thing is, I think generally people don't really buy films anymore, except like, for example, if you're like a collector, then fine. But I When's the last time we've heard someone? Oh, I bought this DVD. Let's watch it.
You did. That was you. My friend.
I collect shit.
He's literally the only person in my life that does
I'm
that.
a collector.
Hey,
I have an excuse.
You,
but- all right,
you literally said.
all right, bar me out of the equation. When's the last time you've heard someone
So you're
say that?
taking the only outlier out of the equation. Like you're the only person that would actually do it. People like you that enjoy film. You want the little special director's cut. You
We
want
like to collect tangible media. There's nothing wrong with that.
But it makes you interesting, though.
No.
It's like you're buying.
No, it makes me
personality.
sad as fuck.
Does it?
It makes me sad as fuck.
Why?
Dude.
Why are you sad about it though?
Who the fuck buys DVDs anymore?
Well, people stopped,
No,
man. But
people buy Blu-rays.
exactly.
La la la. Now, if you want to be cool, you buy records. That's.
Oh, is that
Well,
what
the
it is?
whole record ordeal has gone to the point where it's the tangible media of a specifically record is very hipster-esque if you won't admit it.
Yeah.
You know that's kind of true.
Okay.
Change topic,
Yeah,
please.
I know. Here we go. I'm not going into this. No, I'm sorry. I have 2 coffee people in the room. We're not starting the hipster fight.
But to go back to the movie thing, with the advent
Yeah.
of streaming services, it's way more available that you can just watch a movie instead of going out buying it, especially now with Corona.
But like
It's weird, man.
But like on the other side of the argument, people would say like there's a whole like ritual to it.
Yeah.
Like with the whole like going to Blockbuster, picking out a movie, buying it, and then going back home. There's a whole ritual to it.
Nobody says that. You weren't even born then. That didn't happen.
I
for
know
you.
Blockbuster exists, motherfucker.
There was never a Blockbuster in Bahrain.
I know, but I know it exists.
That's it. You know it exists as a reference.
كان عندنا سكا-
When you saw Newman in Jurassic Park, when did you see this?
we had I remember we had a place called Sky DVD next to my place.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember I'd go pester the guy. I'd go pester the guy for a copy of the Hulk. Remember that the
original
2003 Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he fucking knew me and he fucking hated me.
Oh.
Because when the movie got
doesn't?
released, he threw the movie at me and he told me to like literally get out of his store.
Oh shit.
Wallah, that's how much I fucking annoyed him, miskin. I don't know where
Was
he is
it a
now.
real copy though, or was it like?
Yeah, it was a real
It
copy.
wasn't like the Bollywood version.
No,
of
but
the-
you rent it. That's the difference.
No, I bought it.
Oh, you bought
I
it.
bought it.
Okay.
You guys had this problem in Bahrain, like we used to get it in Saudi. You'd get rented movies and then accidentally find that porn was recorded on it. Did you guys find this?
Not
Never?
Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
no,
say like
because Bahrainis had internet.
No, this is before internet.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
I don't know if you were old enough for that, but
We're not that.
we are kind of.
No.
Going back to DVD shops, like I remember, like when did Saw 2 come out?
I don't know, 2005, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Our neighbor had the DVD. Okay.
Oh god.
And I saw it in his house. I'm like, dude, can I borrow this? He's like, no, I'm renting it from Al Jazeera. Okay, the place is closed. So, and
Okay.
he's like, if I'm late a day, I'll have to pay a 1 BD like charge for
Yeah.
being late. Hello?
Okay.
I tell him, no, it's fine. I'll take the movie and watch it and like give it back tomorrow before you go and like drop it. He's like, okay. I have this movie till this day. Okay.
Nah.
I'll take a picture later.
Oh my
Dude, you
God.
need to take a
How
picture
many
and
years
send it
is
to
that? It's like is it 1 dinar a day? Every day it's late?
Yeah, so it's
Holy
been
shit.
16 years.
That's easily over like what?
Like if I pay, like if he pays, I'm not paying anything, okay? If he pays like the delay fee, the store might open again.
Oh my god. Hold up, this was in 2005.
Yeah.
So let somebody do the math. If you can do the math in the
Basics.
comment section, comment right now. Give us the math for that shit. If you know exactly how much he owes and he gets the
I
number
don't,
right,
I don't own shit.
find out that number and we'll fucking hold him accountable to it. I swear. He'll match you in charities. I'm telling you right now.
And I only watched the movie last year.
Fuck off.
And I didn't even use the DVD.
Holy shit.
This
This is why nobody pays for anything in Bahrain. Like we were just talking. This is why I'm skeptical about why influencers in Bahrain actually make money. Because like somebody like Jake Paul or whatever, who, all these others, they're constantly figuring out new ways to make money. Like it's not like they made it once and that's it. They have to eat everything. She's a genius, bro. Don't even go there. Okay, she's like next level bullshit. But like everybody that's done shit like that has figured it out. But in Bahrain, it's so difficult to get people to spend on something, and not just Bahrain, even like in the Middle East as a whole. I don't know what it is, But if it's a Netflix, if it's something like that, it's easier to let go of the fucking the cash because it's on your card or
Because
something.
it's quantity over
Yeah.
quality here.
Is it?
It is.
Okay, let's look at it in the sense of merch.
Yeah.
You try to sell any kind of merch here. What's the first thing? Leash.
Leash.
Why?
Or too expensive.
Who the fuck are you? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Versus Netflix, which has hundreds and hundreds of hours of entertainment that you can watch on your own leisure.
But there's something else there, right? It's like even if you had a really good product, like a fucking good Bahraini product, a movie or something, would people pay actually full price for it?
No.
No.
Why?
Because
Because
it's a
this-
Bahraini product.
Because they see it as inferior.
What? Like, but what's the angle? What's the angle? What's the
Yeah, because we're
psychology
so
here?
fucking westernized. Every Western movie is good. Every local movie is shit.
But the same guy will like rant about Jews for like half an hour and be like, the Zionists are taking over, and he's like, here, give my money. It's going to the Jews, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but,
where it's going.
But he's white.
Okay, I know he's not white. This guy isn't. I'm talking about people that just have the conspiracy theories up their head, and they're so patriotic. Arab, يعني أحدهم العروبة تطلع من ورا زين. They're so patriotic about
تتكلم
it.
انجليزي.
Huh? Hey, ليش? What's wrong with you? What's up?
ما بقول شنو السؤال الثاني يسألونه بس.
If I ever did stand up in Saudi, that's what I'm scared of. Is that guy. This is my nightmare, bro. But yeah, if you run into those people, humbly, like they're the ones that are trying to always like get that like patriotism, the nationalism thing going on, but they wouldn't spend. What's the fucking thing there? Do you know what I mean? Like Chinese is inferior sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not all the
Yeah.
time, but sometimes Chinese products are inferior. But because it's cheap, we'll pay for it.
But there's
So it's
like
not a quality
Okay,
thing.
it's a
It's
bad
not a quality
it's,
thing.
it's a bad example, but it's an example.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
tell you like an example of how Bahrainis think.
Okay.
Like I have this friend, he will spend money for temporary solutions and not
Okay.
spend more for a permanent one.
Okay. So by temporary solutions,
Like for
you
example,
mean a good night out in Jafar? What do you mean?
like for example, say his car tires.
Okay.
He's like, why should I spend like say 300 BD on good tires that will last me 4 to 5 years,
Right.
or I can like spend like 100 BD on like Chinese tires
Chinese style.
that will last me a year. Okay, so in 5 years he spent 500 BD.
Holy shit.
If he chose like the 300 BD ones, that would have saved him like time, effort.
I feel like there's something about that that's like self-hating. It's like I like to punish myself in a way.
I feel like they can't understand like, and if you're gonna make a product in Bahrain, it's gonna be first of all you're not gonna do like mass production or anything,
Yeah.
but the cost is automatically higher. But the quality is pretty good.
No,
you
all the
know.
time.
Okay, not all the time. Granted, ولكن
I think
for
it
the
would be.
most part, the quality
Quality
would
is
be
good.
good.
Yeah.
And Zain, ولكن just like your cousin Zain,
Not my cousin.
or sorry, your friend,
It's it. He's not even my friend, okay?
whatever, this stranger that you know,
Hey.
Zain, who would want to pay a lump sum for something good, Zain, rather than pay, you know?
But we're not even talking about like crazy prices. We're talking about like the price of a movie ticket. We're talking the price of a DVD, something like a T-shirt, whatever. Anything that like that piece of art
Okay,
right there. Like I'll be honest, that was donated by Wiam. Hopefully I'll show you guys in a picture whilst you're watching. But that was donated. At first I thought about paying for it. And then I was hesitant. There was something about me that stopped me on the inside. I was like, I should probably pay for this.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break it down into me going to the movies, right? I have to, first of all, you know, there's effort. You know, you got to shower, you got to wear your clothes, you got to
Hey.
go all the way to the mall, بعد and walk and
Okay.
wait, blah blah blah, snacks وما snacks وما شنو.
Are you sure
Right?
going to a movie?
No, شنو يعني بطلع بخياسي يعني? What is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's effort
Could be
involved.
taking somebody there.
And
Yeah.
Zain,
Never know.
if when I could have the same, almost the same experience at home. You know, I got my big screen TV, I
Yeah.
got my fucking sound system.
No,
Is
it's
it?
not the same.
It really isn't the same.
I can
Yeah.
no, but to some people it is the same. For you and Mansoor, it's not the same. But for some people, it doesn't make a difference. I watched a fucking
See,
movie.
I'll explain
خلاص.
something about me. Like for me, like watching a movie to make it extra special
It's not about like even in video games, even like in like series or doing anything in life. It's not about watching the actual thing or doing the actual thing. It's about the memories and time you spent and experience around it.
Mansoor.
But like, let me tell you one thing.
We're movie geeks. You know, we understand that. But the common man, really?
The common man.
I'm sorry, I sound very superior, okay?
No.
But it's true.
Like,
The common man may
the word
never
you're looking for
appreciate
is
my vintage Alien 3 DVD with the
you
director's
remind me of
commentary.
something like there's this YouTuber I used to watch him a lot. I don't know why. I think he died or something. He used to pretend like he's an alien.
Okay.
Okay, and he reviews human movies.
Oh, old ancient movie. I remember.
Because he was reviewing Star Wars as a documentary.
Oh,
That is a fucking awesome idea.
that is a really good character.
Had to.
Assuming it's a character. Like, did he just vanish?
I don't know. I haven't watched him in years.
Maybe he went back to his home planet. Bro.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Fuck these
What
guys.
if it was real the whole time? Like, one fucking alien was like,
I think the moment he watched like Khaliji shows is the moment he turned back.
right? Maybe, dude. I can imagine like a few of them would be interested. There are a few people that have actually brought up, what was that indie film thing that was Saudi? It was an indie film movie. I saw the trailer for it. I don't know if it ever came out. It was like two Saudi young men, and they went to the desert and they meet up an alien or something. They find a freaking alien. Remember I showed you the link?
Yeah, you did.
I sent it to OJ as well.
Yeah.
That was a while back. And now I'm seeing all kinds of like weird indie stuff like that.
By the way, there's a lot of local Saudi films that are getting released in cinemas in Saudi
That's freaking amazing.
these days.
Wh-
I was actually surprised.
Have you seen any of them?
No,
Nothing.
no.
A
Why?
movie geek.
You're not big enough?
I don't.
Do you not go, here's my 2 promo roles in films? Like,
To the contrary to popular belief, I do not like going to the cinema that much.
really?
Mahib.
We've established that you don't like it. You don't want to dress up and look good. Obviously, you didn't bother today either.
Oh, my 3-piece suit is at the dryers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sure it is. I can tell you've never worn one because you don't send it to a dryer.
Going back to like the experience of like cinema, like that's what I miss the most. It's not like watching the actual movie, because most movies, most time I remember, like it's a memory behind like تذكر الزحمة اللي هاي طلع جرب يتهوش لو كان جرب يموت كلينا دونت عقب
What?
The
fucking movies do you watch?
For the non-Arabic speakers, saying the times where he went out with his friends, like where they ate donuts, did all. It's really lost in translation. He's just basically talking bullshit. Go ahead. All right.
So that's to me what makes cinema special. Because growing up, I used to go to a place called Nandi Cinema, like the movie club or cinema club. It was in old school Jafar.
Yeah.
Okay, through there I discovered so many movies as a kid.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite movies of all time, The King and the Mockingbird. It's an animated movie. It's a French animated movie, and that movie inspired so much other animated movies. Studio Ghibli as well.
I have a question for you. You hang around a lot of people that watch anime and stuff. Is there a sort of a common ground between how you guys started watching anime? And was there like a... Is the story the same? Yeah, like the one that you said?
No. To me, this animated movie is French. It's different than like the anime...
Japanese anime.
Japanese anime culture that we started watching. It's all due thanks to Bahrain 55, honestly.
Okay,
because Bahrain 55 is one of the channels that started dubbing like Japanese anime very early on, earlier than Western, earlier than Europeans, and then like branched out to Space Tune and MBC3.
Get that mic closer to you. I feel like it's been weirding out for a bit. Just swivel it to that side.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey, so like it branched out. So anime, like people who watch anime, it depends on their generation.
Okay.
Doesn't depend on the like how we started. Like maybe I watched my first anime or first animes I watched were different than yours.
Yeah.
Or someone else. But what I've noticed is it's generation. Like my generation, everyone will say, "Oh, Bahrain 55, Space Tune."
Yeah.
Okay.
And that like branched out. Oh, I watched Death Note and I got interested. Like a lot of people, like normally.
They come in waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and then it was from Death Note and onwards.
Yeah.
And then like this current gen, they watch something called Demon Slayer. That's how
I have another one for you. How frustrated do you get when, like, okay, you guys, you started with the Bahrain 55 thing and everything, and that's cool. How frustrated do you get when like some like fucking pudgy little 15-year-old comes up to you and he watches all his animes on Netflix? And he comes to you and khalas, he's like a Mr. Knows-It-all. Like, does that frustration exist?
Yes, it does.
It does?
It does a lot. Because, like, someone, like, recently, he's not that younger than me. He's like 7 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. Okay, I take that back and say
It's okay. You want to feel young? Go for it. If you're not fooling anybody. But it's okay.
So he's like, I'm watching this comedy show on Netflix. It's an anime.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, it's great, but did you watch GTO?
Oh, Grand Teacher.
Great Teacher on Izuka. He's like, no. I'm like,
Is this the house husband thing?
no.
Oh, okay.
That's
Still a good one.
It's still a very good one. It's based on me, by the way.
Not watching it now.
Is it? So, I'm like, did you watch Golden Boy?
Oh, classic. Yeah.
That
It's like-
is a classic 6
Yeah.
episode of bliss.
Okay, exactly. He's like, no. I'm like, go watch them.
Hey.
He's like, okay, watch them. He's like, dude, they're amazing. Like, did I sleep on this? Great Teacher Onizuka, GTO, I discovered from the DVD place next to our house.
Yeah.
I saw it, I was going through like the animation, I saw like Great Teacher Onizuka and I saw boobs, I'm like, okay, I'll take this.
Oh, God, that's what gets you, doesn't it?
See, this is the problem, the image problem that weebs have. You know what I mean? Like, there's not an easy way to redeem it.
Okay, so I went home, played on the PC, of course.
Of course.
And I watched it, I'm like, this is so good. Like the other day, we were at my place, and I was looking up the file of Golden Boy, the one I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine I had it since 2006 downloaded. Like the file says data 2006 created.
You're still seeding it.
No, we established he doesn't seed for shit.
Because imagine like it was on the home PC and from home PC to my laptop and then to my
Right.
first PC and to my current PC.
To this day, you're just holding on to it like a treasure.
It's still good, man.
Hey, man, I don't blame you, man. Like, but I'll be honest. Like with anime, when I started with the wave that got me into Berserk, got me into.
Oh, by the way, I watched Berserk when I was 10. I was scarred for life.
Oh, that's good. That means like life kept
that at 10.
only. But that's the thing. If you watch it that young, nothing in life seems that bad anymore.
True.
You're always comparing it to that one moment, and you're like, hey, this is not so bad.
Because I first watched, I don't know if you know Ninja Scroll.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
that was one of the
'Cause
first ones for me
remember
too.
like Bear Share and Kazu or
Eh,
something like that. Aries as well, the
Okay.
download apps.
Yeah.
Because the first AMVs we used to watch, there was no YouTube.
What's an AMV?
Anime music video.
Okay.
That's how I discovered most metal songs.
Okay.
And then Linkin Park, I discovered Vegeta AMV in the end. And then so I was looking up Cradle of Filth, what's it called?
Awesome band.
Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Okay.
Their
And then
cover.
I see like Ninja Scroll AMV. I'm like, oh. And I click it and I see an ass. Okay.
Is it the big dude, right? It is.
No, it's the chick.
Oh. Dude has the classic ass. That's the one. That's the one I remember to this day.
So I
scared me.
looked up the movie and I downloaded it. I remember because it took such a long time to download.
Okay.
Even though like we had like very good internet.
Right.
Okay, I downloaded it, watched it, and it was so good. And then I found Berserk, and I started watching Berserk, but I couldn't download the entire episodes. I found a friend who gave me like DVDs. He was older than me, and I still have the DVDs. The one he burnt me.
Okay, so from that day you've kept them. This is something weird about like anime people is like we hoard. Because I think
Yeah.
we still remember when it was a drought. You know, when
But
we wouldn't find it. It
But
would
I
be
feel
like,
like you.
Dial-up connection.
I feel
and
like you
has that
guys know
one
how to fill
episode.
up your shelves nicely, Bصراحة, with like action figures and stuff.
I did. Yeah, some people have that skill. It's a built-in innate thing.
I thank God to this day I'm not into figure collecting because I'd be broke as fuck.
Is it? I have a shisma because I don't watch anime like
know.
at all. Yeah, my anime experience is like Space Tune, Dragon Ball, and that's it. Yeah. But like I think the most intimidating factor with anime for like the common man is the amount of episodes that are in each show. يعني مثلا okay, I watch shows, but it's like 6 seasons, 5 seasons, 86 episodes, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And people have this, and I have this conception of anime as it being like, oh shit, it's like 1,000 episodes, but it never ends.
Some
Not
of them
true.
are that way.
Not
Some
true.
of them. One Piece is like that.
One
Yeah,
Piece is
that's
like-
exactly
Come
because
on.
I know
One Piece is
Mansoor
the
like
outlier.
worships One Piece.
Yes.
I don't understand people that like One Piece. Like,
What?
yeah, I'm sorry.
see,
I agree.
I'm sorry.
agree.
I don't.
Pirates are bad.
It's not even. Yeah, I'm with ninjas. Fuck pirates. No. It's an old school meme right there.
Old school,
Yeah.
old school comic as
Yeah,
well.
that's
Pirates
right.
vs.
Yeah,
Ninjas.
he gets it.
By
But-
Dark Horse, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But like what I was gonna say was in One Piece, it's not that I hate it, but actually it goes good. But nothing, no matter how good it is, nothing. You watch 500 fucking plus episodes of it.
It's around 800 now.
Oh
no,
my god.
no, it's almost 1,000.
That's
Chapters
an
have
argument.
surpassed. Okay.
All right, I think we're trying to get people to watch anime, not discourage them.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't. Why? Just if,
Wait.
even if it was that good,
Wait.
you would just tell me
Wait.
1,000 episodes, and I'll just instantly.
I'll explain One Piece and I'll try my best to simplify it in
Okay.
a way. Okay, I'll explain like 2 episodes ago,
Yeah.
they didn't even reveal what One Piece is. Okay.
Jesus.
It's like it took them.
Mansoor, you're not like
not
helping
selling it
your
enough.
cause
It's like
here.
took them 1,000 episodes to figure out what the One Piece is. It's like, what is this thing?
We got a flashback. Finally, a flashback of the Pirate King's crew, the ones who found One Piece. Okay? And in that flashback, because there's this character that's introduced later on, okay? And he turns out that he's the one that helped Roger, the Pirate King. Because in one of like many episodes ago, this is what I love about One Piece. The creator, Ichiro Oda, has the best foreshadowing skills in history.
Of course, dude. Because if you're gonna write 50,000 episodes, everything is foreshadowed. Everything you could possibly
We're not
predict.
even talking episodes. Let's talk chapters of manga.
Oh my god. No, let's not go there.
Like it's 1010.
Okay, so he's
It's then Muhem. Continuing on.
okay. So he's a great foreshadower. He knows how to predict the storylines very
And
well.
everything to that moment of the flashback was built up and hyped for years.
Okay.
Since episode 1.
Maybe he was just taking that long to think of it. Do you know what I mean?
No, because One Piece, the ending was written before the show.
Okay. You're
'Cause-
getting serious now.
Because, yeah.
I'm scared.
Because Ichiro Oda is such a genius. Like, he wrote the ending and he's building the story around that ending. Other than
Okay.
other people who build characters and, like, does the ending along
And
the
he's
way.
been giving you guys blue balls all these years, yeah.
Yes, and we love it.
What if have you ever
And
considered?
you love blue balls?
Have you ever considered? If you ever consider there's a chance, and if you're gonna just give me a percentage, it'll be
Hey.
up to you. What's the percentage that you might be simped by him? Like you're just being left.
120.
Oh my god!
I love
Oh,
the
God.
honesty.
That's it. Everything that was leading up to that moment of the flashback.
Yeah.
Okay. When they found the One Piece. Okay. All these years, the final island, we hear it as Raftel.
Okay.
Raftel. All these years, we've been hearing it as Raftel. And then in the flashback, the guy's writing his, basically, he's narrating it. He's like, when Roger stood there in front of the great treasure, he laughed. And we all laughed. They all died laughing. And then he's like, we'll call it Laugh Tale. That's so racist that we used to hear it Laugh Tale.
Okay.
Wow. I thought for a second they found an OnlyFans account.
It's
just the writer himself.
You know what I like? Like, I've never seen One Piece, but I was so absorbed by that story. No sarcasm.
You
What's
felt
seriously?
Okay, I'll tell you, like you say 1,010 chapters are a lot. To me, the problem with One Piece, it has 1,010 chapters, but still not enough.
Oh, God.
How?
There's so much
You-
story.
I'm
that's
literally not.
unfolded.
You're losing me now. Yeah, I think you were losing everybody. I think this is getting into like Days of Our Life territory. Do
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like soap
Did you watch
operas.
One Piece?
I did
I
up
tried.
until like I think it was Buggy, and that was it.
The only reason you don't like One Piece is because you didn't watch it to maybe episode 30.
I think in anything that needs me to watch
To
10,000 episodes or some shit. is not-
I'm, like, automatically discouraged.
Until so and so season is gonna lose me off the bat.
exactly. No matter
There's no
what it
so-and-so
is.
season.
My point being is you have to engage me, you have to take me
See,
in from the first couple of episodes.
See, the first couple of episodes are good. I'm not saying they're bad, but a lot of people like get discouraged between that period because in episode like say 2025 is when they meet Sanji.
Episode say 2025.
Yeah. Between.
Fuck.
That's
Okay.
it. They meet this cook, Sanji. And that's when the first serious arc started. Because Buggy and Usopp, they were like
Comedy.
comedy mixed with like action.
Yeah.
But when Sanji came up, like dark things started coming up. Because in the manga, Sanji's rescued in a ship by a pirate,
Yeah.
a chef pirate as well. That's how he learned how to cook. They were stranded on an island. He gave him food, and he's like, "This is my share, and I'll keep it." And for 3 weeks, Sanji's been looking up. He's seeing like this guy still has his food. Okay, and he goes up to him, and he sees his leg cut up. And he opens the bag. It's not food. It's jewelry.
Yeah.
He gave him the entire food, and he's like, "Because you and me shared the same dream." This is what people.
It's kind of gay, bro. You have to admit.
Is this?
I'm sorry. You're trying so hard to get me into this. I'm
Because
sorry.
he rescued him
Right.
from dying, and he ate his foot
It-
to survive.
Is this how you got inspired to start cooking?
No,
No.
before that, but Sanji's one of my favorite
That's
characters.
fair enough.
Okay.
All right, let's get off of the One Piece line. I feel like we're
Watch One Piece.
Let's-
Screw these guys.
Let's watch it. If you can make it through 240 episodes, still it gets good. Guys, we wanted to talk about that. What was the topic? I remember. You mentioned a music video. Speaking of anime music videos, there's something about a music video from Saudi
Oh yeah.
that you were.
غبار. غبار.
All right, I can't. This is the thing. I can't clip or play this thing because it's probably copyrighted,
Yeah.
and the guys are not going to give us permission, even though they're Saudis and we don't know.
Oh
them.
come on, you can use some connections there.
Maybe yeah, you can ask them. But it's like since when do Arabs help each other
You know,
out?
you know what fucking bothered me about the lyrics is when he says غبار, it sounds like bar. bar.
You're not. Wait. So what is it? EDM? Is that what you classify it as?
It is EDM. I would
Right?
say EDM.
Is it like
yeah.
a type of house? Have you seen it, Red?
No.
I mean, يعني it's think of it this way. It's EDM if the lyrics don't make sense, but you still dance.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know
little
what I
bit
mean?
of a beat.
It's still a little bit of
It's
a
like a
beat.
swivel.
It's very bassy, very shisma. That's
But
EDM.
what's happening in the music video? Because people look like they're freaking the fuck out.
All right, what's happening in the music?
Especially the
videos-
opening scene.
You know,
in that.
this guy, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's a genius or like he's just madre, but he fucking like took a problem and said, which is like, you can't go wash your car, okay, because you know a dust storm is coming. And he turned the whole thing into a fucking music video and an EDM video. And this thing like fucking blew up.
Do you think it's like people found it so relatable because we don't have a lot of problems? Like out of all of our problems, this is the one we focus on a
I
lot.
think so. And you know something? The funny thing about that video was that when it got released, the next day there was a dust storm in Riyadh.
Wow.
Seriously.
Dude,
Yeah,
what if
I
this motherfucker was doing like your One Piece guy and he was like trajectorying that for like 5 years? He's like, now, wait to release it now, motherfucker.
Oh, by the way, the segment where I talked about the current episodes, can you put like a spoiler warning?
The One
Yeah,
Piece stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm not doing it. No, I'll do it.
Going back to Saudi music videos, like
Yeah.
the best one, the best ever Saudi music video is Tusful Mul Kafar.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that shit is
Say that
legendary.
again?
طز بالكفار.
Wow.
Have you not seen that?
I've not seen it.
Oh, come on. You've seen it. You've seen that one.
Sure, tell me what I've seen.
Didn't Mike like annoy the hell out of you with he annoyed everybody with that music video
Did
on
he?
the side.
I don't
the
generally.
beat
I'm sorry,
is
Mike.
sick.
I don't know.
No, Mike actually was really obsessed with the music video for a while. He
Mike
was
sends me a lot of stuff that I don't know. But
Oh,
no
okay.
offense, Mike.
fair enough. It's probably a smart choice.
فكرني عربي
Hey.
سليم.
Do you think any of the people in that, like the white people, did they know what was happening?
No, they knew.
They knew the whole time. He told them.
Man, like I know, like the person who made it. Like I don't know him personally, but I know his agenda was.
Okay.
And he's making fun of these people that's like
But,
that mentality.
Yeah, they go on their.
طزم الكفار وما بكلم كافر.
Was this like a professional music
Yeah,
video?
yeah,
يعني
yeah,
متعوب عليه يعني.
Yeah.
The guy is studying filmography from what I understand.
His
Yeah.
other one that he did that was a serious one. It's
Mm.
freaking good. The one in the rubble. The person. There's a kid that's trapped in the rubble or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. It was like she's trapped after a bomb exploded or something. Freaking genius, yani. the guy does like angles and visuals so well.
Yeah.
But when you see that one, you're like, okay, this is the perfect representation of all the kids that went من البعثة, the scholarships that were from Saudi.
Yeah.
And like any motherfucker that wanted to apply and had a little bit of wasta, just a little tiny bit, would get to the States. And they couldn't give a shit. They're like, أنا بس أبي أروح أشوف كفار خلاص خلنا نشوف شو اللي صار هنا لعن أبوك
Wait,
تعال.
yeah, I saw it. I remember it. I
So,
remember
a lot-
Hey, you know,
so
it
a
kicks
lot-
the
a lot-
dog.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the comments were like, "Hey, زين تسوي فيهم." I think this is real. Good on you, man.
But like the thing is with the video that we talked about initially, this isn't like a mockery or anything. This is an
No, this
actual-
is legit.
this is a legit music video
It's legit. يعني I don't know how to, like,
With-
my brain doesn't wrap around
with
it.
like
but
product placement and everything.
the whole
That,
thing.
and you got old women, you know, and abayas, and then you got younger women in dresses.
The
and then you
wedding
got
scene.
The wedding scene,
He's
and then
just
you
always
got the
chilling, like always just like composed, like waiting. He's
I never
singing like
watched this.
somebody. The way he's singing.
Post
is-
Malone.
Right.
Very much Post Malone.
There is something there.
That's
right?
the,
It's the body
first,
language.
like first
Oh,
thing that I got. You know Post Malone in that song Rockstar?
yeah.
Have you seen the music video?
Yes, yeah.
The same position, same everything.
And one thing about Bahraini influencers or Khaliji influencers,
Yeah.
copy and paste. They just copy everything.
Okay, so this is good. He snapped his fingers because
Okay.
he's angry at this, and
Dude.
I agree. I agree.
And they don't know what plagiarism is
Okay,
at all.
but
Like, I'll explain this. Like,
Okay.
there's a scene, like there's a small community of like, say, video game influencers
Yeah.
in the Gulf.
yeah,
Saudis, Kuwaitis, Emiratis, whatever.
yeah,
I made an edit when the PS5 and Xbox Series X came, were both announced, and I made this video because there's this show in Egypt where they're like, "Do you think how can you sleep at night knowing that there's PlayStation and Xbox in Egypt?" He's like,
yeah.
والله أنا ما أقدر أنام شو ما أعرف شنو. And one of the questions is like, what's worse, drugs or Xbox? He's like, Xbox.
Fuck him.
So I made this edit, okay, for Geek Sides, like,
Yeah.
to be posted. So I made this edit. I clipped, like, I tapped عليه, like, I clipped the exact place, and
Yeah.
I removed it so it doesn't like last for like a whole minute. Like the segment's like 15 seconds for
Yeah.
a story. I send it to my bro. He uploads it.
Yeah.
Immediately, like half an hour later, I see all these guys. They don't repost you. They will never repost you.
Okay.
لازم إنه هو اللي سواه. So he
Ah.
takes your content and slaps his ugly ass logo on it, and he's like, "Chinnan مسويه."
لا بس in the context of that music video ترى he's this guy يعني okay I compared him to Post Malone بس ترى he's not the only dude out there that's doing يعني
He
a lot
is.
of method
He's not.
This is different levels though, right? Because what he's describing is to me that's pure plagiarism.
Yeah.
Right. So that's you taking somebody's work and yeah.
And I don't know what yesterday my cousin, my other friend, were having this conversation about this famous YouTuber on
All right,
US.
before we get to that, because I don't want to first get on his track, and he had a good point I wanted to make,
Okay.
and that was the reason I was saying that's pure plagiarism.
Yes.
But then what you're describing with the guy, the artist, is like, he's embodying like the talent or let's say creativity of somebody like Post Malone.
yeah
That's like the borderline between I'm inspired by and then I'm like reimagining what I'm seeing somebody else do.
يعني let me give you an example in the States يعني how many of these rappers like they look the same, they dress the same, their hair's the same, their everything's the same.
Aren't
Yeah.
they the same person?
بالضبط يعني you know like you got
The one dude.
Lil Nas X and
I don't know.
whoever
Lil Nas X is a bit original though.
I agree
Is-
with that statement.
is he
He is, because I don't think many people will slide
Yeah.
down a pole to hell.
Yeah, he's actually he's been accused of ripping that off of somebody though. What's her name? I forgot her name. The other singer. It's not close though. It's not. It's just she's on a pole too. There's a demon. That's about it.
Similarities is not copying.
Exactly. So I don't know why people accused him of that, but generally speaking, I feel like he is one of the few that come every 10 years that try the controversy route. Not saying that he's actually really talented. I'm not saying that at all. I think he's decent, but I think he knows his marketing. He knows how to get people riled up. He knows how to get people talking about him, and that in itself is really rare. I feel like
with the
You know
whole
what I
the whole Satan shoes that he
yeah.
he released.
Even before that, like let's look at him coming out as gay as
Yeah.
a cowboy.
Yeah, exactly. really smart. He knows how to get people talking, and he knows how to he knows how to get people talking about issues through his music video. And it's funny because it's not like he's denying anything they're saying about him, but they're the ones that get angry at him.
Yeah.
They want to watch that shit. It's like the anger attention thing.
But see, my point is, in I wouldn't, for example, I wouldn't put the guy down for being the way he is.
Who's this?
The
Saudi,
the Saudi dude.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to make that clear.
We're not putting him down. I'm
Yeah.
saying that I understand where Mansoor is coming from, because there are a lot of people, even like things that I've done on this podcast or even on radio when I've done certain bits, and some people try to imitate things I've done. They can't because it requires talent.
Oh, shade. Shade.
But let's be honest, right? A lot of what I've done is already out there. It's like already regurgitated. Like it's comedy bits. It's basic comedy writing, whatever it is. That's kind of like it's been done a million times before. It's tried and true, right? But if you're gonna try and come up with something that's your own spin, and you're gonna take a tried and true method, and you're gonna make it your way, your Mansoor way, or your Khalid way, whatever it is. If somebody comes in and that you set the trend, and then 20 other people do the same thing, and not a single one of those people ever take a risk, that fucking annoys me.
They're not deviating from anything. They're just following.
You know,
You're not even trying to fail.
Snoop talked about this. There's a viral video about Snoop talking about like how all these rappers now sound the same and they look the same. and
Yeah, I
everything.
remember that. That was on a podcast. He was really
he was with Fitty.
he talking shit about Migos or something. But yeah, I don't know why people do that, man. If somebody like that one is the worst. Like if somebody just takes exactly your clip, doesn't even give you the praise, doesn't even comment. Does he take his logo and put it on yours, or
He puts it on yours, or he slaps it all over, like video game news. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Or movie news or whatever, because those are contents I watch.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch like this company does this vegan machine gun or something. Like I don't watch that. Shit.
Vegan machine gun.
It's only one company that does that. Vice. That's it.
So what they do is basically like say Sony they announce like a news.
Okay.
They will never repost. مرة ليش عندهم حرام to repost. Like to them, like they said it, but they're so prideful that they'll never like downgrade themselves to repost something.
Do you think it's a certain saltiness that they have and that they didn't get to this first?
Maybe.
Knowing damn well and that they could cover the same story?
I don't think so, man. I think that
Like-
a lot of people are just lazy and they just need to put
It's
content
easy-
out,
it's-
and it's easy.
It's easier to repost than
It is.
Hey.
Because who's gonna call you out on it?
And-
Yani, you know what the benefit is if you had one of these fuckers do this and they were let's say legit YouTubers or something, right?
I actually called one out for doing that.
Okay, and if you'd call him out on that and there was an actual like
And I
feud,
didn't do it in publicly. I DM'd him.
Oh, no, I was gonna say if you guys did it
No, no.
publicly, you'd get benefit out of it.
Let me go back. Like when
Publicity.
Yeah,
when
you,
they post news, okay, the article is say this big.
yeah.
He makes it.
Get close to the mic. We can't hear you.
He like decreases the size so much and adds his logo and all his like social medias
Okay.
Oh,
That
no,
you-
fuck.
Yeah.
that you barely read the news. And it's like he wrote the article. He didn't. Write the
Oh,
article.
no, I know what you're talking about. That's fucking, that's disgusting.
Exactly. And the guy I called out, like one of the people I called out, they all replied. Tara. Some of them even took
yeah?
it down. But one guy refused to do it.
What did he say?
He said, لا أصلا الفيديو مو فيديوك. زين؟
Oh,
إنت أولاً
Mansoor, sorry, are you at liberty of saying any names?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
زين? So I told him, I'm like, okay, what you're saying is right, but I edit it on
Okay.
tapped, even though it's like
What he's
3
saying,
minutes.
just to clarify to everybody, what he means is that the original content that you edited and you took to make this bit is
Yes.
somebody else's material.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Okay.
then, if I told him like I took time to actually like fix the audio and like do it like in sync so it doesn't sound like
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
so he's like لا بس الحين حصلت لك يعني انا شو اسوي؟
Oh, Jesus. Fucking take it down.
Like the other guys, because I know them personally,
Hey.
they took it down. They're like, okay, and they repost. Some of them even reposted it.
You can repost, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm
yeah.
like مو حرام, like it's not like gonna hurt your pride or something. If
Yeah.
you repost. Like people, like I legit, I have a cooking page by the way on Instagram. The basic.
Go ahead,
shit.
plug it.
at the basic chef _بياج. It's المهم.
That's BH, not biatch.
Let him go to that one. I want him to go to that one. That's probably a more interesting one.
So basically, it's like I do cooking content, and I follow other cooking contents to inspire me to cook something.
Yeah.
But doesn't necessarily mean I'm copying them. Okay, once I made a beef bolognese sauce.
Yeah.
It's Italian. You can put it in lasagna. You can put it in spaghetti or whatever you like.
Whatever you want, yeah.
So I made it, and there's this famous Kuwaiti cook guy does the same thing. A guy sends him my post, and he's like, "شو قلدك?"
Oh, Jesus.
Can you copy cooking though?
Exactly. I'm like, what?
It's the style.
It's the signature dishes
and
when
you know
when
what?
it comes to cooking.
Not even. I wouldn't actually say that, because if it's you can maybe copy a recipe, but like the recipe has to be so unique to you that then you could steal it and be like, oh, you're stealing that from somebody.
And if you really want to add a little flair to it, Himalayan pink salt.
There you go. But I was gonna say, like, if we're talking about flair, let's say like a Bobby Flay, right? That's the style.
Ew.
If you're like, but the example here being is in if somebody's imitating your style and the way you bring the content out there, maybe you like take people to the side, talk to them about your day first, and then you're cooking at the same time. That's your style, right? And if you do that, and then somebody does the exact same thing, they copy the camera angles, they copy everything else about it.
I did a photo. He did a video. It's not even the same thing. It's just the coincidence was, and then we posted it on the same day.
It's fucking bolognese, man.
And you know what's fucked up? Like I did it like a week ago. I took the picture and posted it later.
Oh,
Don't you wish you had fans like that? It's like they're like, dog, I got you back, yo, man. This motherfucker's coming on your turf, yo.
It's like if someone in comedy comes up to you and says, "Oh, you can't talk about airports because I already did that bit."
No, this is better. This is if like Jalal Ahmed was like going to other comedians and like defending you. It's like, bro, airports بتموت like شو قاعد منك قاعد منك bro. That's it.
So
What a fan. That's a fan,
the
bro.
guy, okay, he messaged me. Is like, oh, you did this recipe هلون. قلت له يعني أنا I did it هلون. This is my way. This is my style هلون.
Yeah.
يقول وايد مشابه لي.
Oh god. Oh my god.
In English, it means it looks really similar to mine.
Why is this so similar to me? That's the idea, right?
That's bolognese. And
It's-
by the way, he used Marwa'i grape juice because he didn't want to use wine. And I actually went and bought like the halal wine to use.
And wait, what's halal wine though?
I don't know.
Non-alcoholic.
Oh, alcohol.
No, I get that, but how does that work?
They sell it in Saudi.
It's just
You should know.
non-fermented
Vimto?
grape
What
juice.
what are we talking about
It's
here?
just not fermented grape juice. Pretty
Oh,
much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. The only thing
I never tasted it though. Does it taste bitter?
No,
Like-
it's more sweet, but it's not the fake sugar sweetness.
Okay,
It's
okay.
more like
Natural.
sweetness.
Okay. Right.
But it's like a concentrate, which is good.
Fair enough.
Is it? So like back to the premise of this, right? It's like people are just lazy when it comes to content creation. I feel like most people when they steal content or they're even stealing your style or your essence, whatever it is. Like the guy in fucking I don't want to name his name, but there was this guy in Aramco radio that after I did my like
Oh no.
do you know who it is?
I
right?
know who it
You know
is.
exactly who it is. And I swear, I was the only person taking the risk. And I know I was cheesy to some people, I was cringy to some people, and sometimes it seems to others like I'm having a good time. It's fun, but it's unprofessional for some. But yeah, I'm taking a risk here, putting myself out there and actually trying the material out. And a lot of people are receptive to it. And to my credit, I didn't get fired. So that was a freaking good time at that, right? But for some reason, this guy that was coming on Saturdays in Aramco, right? I felt like this guy was like maybe waiting in a basement for like 20 years. And he was like doing radio and everything. And he had to do the boring radio. He had to like read it and just say, this is what's coming up next. And he wanted to be writing Seacrest, but he couldn't be. He wanted to be more. And he never had the opportunity. And then he fucking hears me do it. He's like, oh, هيقعد يخلونا هو انزين. He just goes straight to his boss like, I can do that too. Let me do it. See, they're approving of it there. Maybe this is the new style. And that's what they think. They think that if you're doing this now and that's the style, that's the trend, you immediately get the political dollars or the dinars or whatever to be able to do your own thing the same way. And he did it. And he wanted to be kooky and he wanted to be weird. And he wanted to put out comedy and jokes and stuff. But his idea of comedy was like the unbelievable, like death to my ears and to my soul.
Was he like the Jalama of radio?
No, Jalama tries. Like Jalama legitimately tries. I think this guy goes to like, you know when you go to Google and you're like, funny jokes.
Funny jokes.
It's like the first time you want to think of a joke to tell your parents or something, and you go to the library when you were a kid.
Horse walks into a bar.
Exactly, 1001 jokes on radio. What can I do? But yeah, that kind of person that does that is they're not evil, they're not an asshole, they're not like if you ask them to their face like why are you doing this, they'd probably be like inspired by you, they'd probably be like happy and they're enjoying your show, whatever it is you do.
And trying to emulate it instead of copy it.
Exactly. So they don't know they're doing that. A lot of them are just saying, "Oh my God, this is the way. This person's showing me the way. Do you know the way? You're showing me the way." And they see the way, and they want to follow the way. So it ends up being this kind of like this journey that everybody takes alongside you because you've set the path or whatever it is. And I feel like the problem is that not enough people are taking the risk. And what ends up happening is that's why they never develop original content. Because original content, you have to fuck up.
Blazing a path, okay, like recently in like WWE, the main event,
Yeah.
okay, of the women's championship.
Are we good, by the way? On just record?
Just looking at battery lives.
Okay. Everything's recording, yeah? Yes.
Part of the promo, like Sasha Banks goes to like Bianca, is like, I blaze the path. And Bianca replies, you blaze the path, but I'm on my own lane.
Okay.
Which is what I think like a lot of people should take into consideration. Like you've seen someone who inspired you and blazed the path to open up like to like comedians or whatever in Bahrain or in this region. But you don't have to copy him. You go on your own lane.
It's funny you guys mentioned that because I had a long conversation with a friend of mine about my bass playing. He was like telling me, he was like, dude, the problem with you is like, okay, your technique is it's getting there. But he's like, you are not, I don't see you when you're playing bass. I see who you're inspired by.
Yeah.
You know, I see Geddy Lee, I see Geezer Butler, I see all those guys. But it's like, I don't see you.
Really? It's really difficult to miss you, though. It's like, how big is your bass, bro?
It's a fucking boom boom. But yeah, seriously, I think in a way a lot of people are. It's good to be inspired.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but a lot of people take inspiration to the next step. Like they become obsessed rather than inspired. You know, like in cooking when they say like a hint of black pepper, these people know they dump the whole fucking pepper grinder.
Fuck up, bro. That's how it should be. Like you think the guy that what was his name, Chef Bay or Salt Bay, whatever the fuck his name is. You think he intended that? He didn't intend that. He was just doing this shit. Somebody was like, he probably did like a 50 million versions of it before. He's like,
It's like, but the fucking wind was right then.
Yeah, it's like that's the one they caught on film.
And I was like, you guys don't know where his elbow's been.
Exactly. So
It's like the salt, like hits. Like
it's all kinds of weird shit happening there, man. I don't understand.
I hope he cleaned himself prior.
It's the
Masoor
combination of salt and hair that makes his taste so well.
It's like the sifter.
Did you guys watch the Batman parody movie by College Humor?
Yes.
Oh wait, is this the what's his name? Famous comic. I forgot his name. Is that I'm Batman? That guy.
Okay, he did the one from Dark Knight Rises, one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
Are you gonna tell me the one where he tries out voices?
Yeah, no. He's like, remember the scene in Dark Knight Rises where Talia stabs him? He's like, I'm the daughter of.
Yeah.
He's like, but we had sex. and I wear a rubber suit. Like really seals in the flavor,
Bro.
See that part of really seals in the flavor.
Yeah.
I use that with that voice when I'm explaining like my food.
Yeah.
Some people don't know where it is, but it sounds funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if someone knows where that's from,
They
laughs
get the
even
reference.
more.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a specific reference. You know what I mean?
But some people, even though they don't get the reference, it sounds funny
Yeah.
to them.
Fair enough.
So me, like I'm copywriting like something like in real life, for example. But you know, I'm not afraid to admit that where it's from.
Yeah. Okay.
Unlike these people.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the thing, right? The second you give credit, you're not stealing it anymore because you have the balls and you have the honor and you're saying here's the real person you should be thanking. Here's the person you should be appreciating. Respect to this guy.
Another wrestling reference, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know, the RKOs out of nowhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, like all of them are amazing stunts. Okay, but what he said and recently on the Stone Cold podcast, he's like, I can't take credit for all of them. It was all the other guys' idea. They're the ones that were like, okay, I'll jump, you do the RKO.
Okay.
So he didn't like take all the credit. He didn't become a dick about it. He's like, these guys, you should be
It's so
thanking.
difficult not to be a dick, though, isn't it?
Is this?
It's
What do you mean?
Like I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm saying
No. I'm saying,
I was talking about myself. Like, dude, there's been a couple of scenarios where like I feel like I was just about to slip into the dark side where I think, you know, like I need to get credit for this. I need to know. People need to know what I've done here because you get so fucking annoyed sometimes that you put a lot of effort into things that people don't see. And like I see that with some people that are part of certain disciplines, certain jobs, where if they're doing their job well, it doesn't show. And you wouldn't know that there's anything that they've done right.
Like the coffee boy in like movies.
Yes.
Like, where's his Oscar?
Exactly, right? And I don't know why he'd get an Oscar, but
where's this recognition, bro?
he'd get something, right? There should be. That's why they give credit, though. That's part of their deal, huh? And then you have to get credit somewhere for what you've done. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like I recently recorded the Banter, which is the new one. Check out that episode here on Bedouin Banter. It's right before this one. It's the last one. 6 minutes, pretty short. But that 6 minutes took me, no joke, like I think it was close to 9 hours straight to edit. Just put in the effects, put in the cuts to the camera, put in everything else. It's the same line. Not a single take is off. Everything is the same thing, one take. But just the amount of time spent correcting it, adjusting it, adding shit, all this other stuff.
I worked on this video of me fighting a boss in Dark Souls, one of the hardest bosses.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of curses. Okay, and after I was done, I looked up free music, right?
Yeah.
And this song said free copyright battle epic music,
Okay.
and a download link is there.
It's not copyright free, is it?
Listen to this. Listen to this BS.
You didn't know this, did you?
Okay, I downloaded it, used it, edited it, and did like the effects based on the beats of the song.
Yeah.
Okay, and after when I upload it, it like taken down copyright. I'm like, why? It's free. And I went to the download link and saw the disclaimer. I can use it everywhere except YouTube.
Yep. And they trick you. They'll add the free, no copyright, everything. So you just see the title and you don't realize it's not actually free. And they're just telling you it's free for you to, like, they'll have some bullshit like when you're watching it now. It's like free for you to watch it now.
It's like,
Go ahead. No.
no, go for it.
I was gonna say this, just that it's always a ripoff, and then by the time if you don't check, what they can do is, I think we're losing the transmitter over there.
A little bit because it's not charging.
Oh, it's not supposed to be charging. What time? What's our run time at right now?
We are at 1 hour 16.
Oh, okay, we're getting close anyway. So we'll just finish it up, and we'll just tie this up with a nice little bow on the top. But I'm gonna say, a lot of these guys, they put in the little no copyright on it, and you end up putting it in your video. And they won't take it down, but they can claim the video. So if you accidentally put it on a popular video of yours, what ends up happening? They get all your money.
Yes.
And that's it. Your revenue is now gone to them.
Oh shit, that's
Right?
sneaky as
It's
fuck.
sneaky fucking shit, bro. It is really freaking sneaky shit.
But the video is so fucking good, man. I spent hours on it.
عادي man, عادي
know.
عادي.
Dude,
No appreciation.
شرف
was
غيرها.
epic.
I know.
Because I was streaming it, and in Dark Souls, like some friends can come in online and help you with the boss if you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like in the game, I was getting really frustrated. So I like did a small like compilation of me like fuck, right? And then I'm walking, I'm like, hey, بس تيجي تبي تساعدني? Like, do you want to help me with this boss? And then just I put up like a black screen. Like even my friends don't want to help me, and I had to go do it alone. And then like the build up to me fighting the boss and beating him in the end, man, felt so good because he has the highest health pool
That's what I said. It's all Japan only knows how to do that. It's like 1,000 HP, 1,000 episodes of One Piece. That's it. Everything in
What
fucking
a
thousands.
tieback.
All right, so we're gonna end it right here. We wanted to cover a bunch of stuff. We never got to cover properly the Jake Paul fight and what happened there, Ben Askren and everything else. We did cover the fact
Ben
that
Aska?
Askren.
Oh.
بس عسكر هو اسمه حين. That's it. We're changing it to Askar. That's a better fucking name. But yeah, that was a weird influencer moment. Influencers taking over boxing, taking over the whole event, taking over the fact that it's like got multiple singers in it. There's a weird mascot with a robot. You've got a comedian, Pete Townsend, who's actually commentating in the commentators booth, doing jokes.
Jesus.
Doing jokes. Like, it was so weird. It's like, he literally goes in once, he's like, are they going to kiss? I want him to kiss. That's like Snoop Dogg asking him what you think the fight is going to be like. He's like, are they going to kiss? Like, the guy's fighting right now, and he's asking them if they're going to both make out. So there's some weird shit happening, guys. It's been a weird year. There's been a lot of crazy stuff happening down the, since the whole start of this freaking pandemic. So things are looking back to normal here in Bahrain. Stay with us for a lot more episodes coming back when we have not only the Banter, we'll have more roundtables. Ali Isba'i, Ali Fingers Isba'i is coming back in, a comedian and also a filmmaker here in Bahrain.
Yes, sir.
Imran Aradi in the future, and Tom Romansky from the app Barbarian Fit. You're going to check him out as well. Stay with us for a lot more. It's Bedouin Banter. Guys, of course, you have to plug your shit. And so we're going to start off with Matrooks, because obviously you have a lot of things going on for yourself.
Do I? Thanks for putting me on the spot. No, yeah, just trying to find content, trying to be as creative as possible, and that's it. Yeah,
Put your Instagram account up there.
It's ALMatrook57.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Mansoor, you've got a few there.
Okay. Let's start off with what I started with. At the Basic Chef _ BH. I do a lot of cooking, like videos, tutorials, and the irony is my stuff is not basic. And I try as much as possible to do like different.
Nobody cares. Just give them the account. Just tell us. I think we're wrapping
Take
up the time
account.
here. Come on.
And For Geek Size only on YouTube, Instagram, and you have also what's it called? Twitch at Mansoorli.
He's streaming.
I streaming.
Yeah, he streams. There you go.
Streams, yeah.
All right, so
And
that's it.
when people ask me how do you feel, better than you.
God damn it. All right. Thank you. You've been watching Bedouin Banter. This is the Bedouin Banter podcast with me, Khalid Dosari, Mansoor Abed Abu Said Iyad, Ahmed Matrook, and Red behind the scenes. This is our little Jamie for today. All right, you guys. Peace out. Have a good night. Bye.